well, oh,
Oh.
forgot. And my fan is backwards. Y'all, it's that kind of day over here at the Cup. And I'm going to go ahead and do everybody else's intros for us because we've got a day and we've got a special guest here. Hello, hello, hello. Welcome to the Cup, the Currently Unnamed Podcast, where we put the real and the tea in reality. And you can always come to us first to quench your thirst. Y'all know who we are. We've been around here all the time. And we got an extra special guest up in the house today. She may be on screen. She may not be on screen. We're trying to figure out if she's here or if she's not here. She's here. We've got the icon herself. Miss Sapphira Cristál is in the building today. Sapphira!
Hey!
Oh my God. Sapphira! Welcome to the Cup. We're so happy to have you here today, baby.
Thank you. It's my pleasure. This is supposed to be working.
So I think they're working.
Yeah, it's definitely working.
They were, and then someone called me, and I was like, "Girl."
Oh,
That happens to me all the time.
Rude.
it happens. Yep, it happens. But hey, we got you here. We got you, and we're so happy to have you. Talking to you today about your drag son, because he's on TV right now. How exciting!
Yes, the House of Cristal is showing off the magic of Philadelphia.
As they should be. And we're going to talk to you about you and him and everything in between. Subscribe, like, and share because Sapphira is here. Sapphira is making history as the first U.S. Drag Race queen to join us on the Cup. And we are honored that you are the first to do that with us. So thank you.
My pleasure.
And while I'm here, I got to show off the merch because the merch is here. The fan and the Cristal Ball t-shirt because I got to see
you went to the tour.
I was at the tour, baby. I was at the tour. And I loved
Where was your stop?
Phoenix.
Oh my God. Oh, Satan's asshole. That was so hot.
Yep.
I walked out of the Phoenix show.
Yep.
And it was 95 degrees outside at night.
Yeah, that sounds about right. It was horrible.
It was 95 degrees at night.
Yeah.
Yep. That sounds about right.
But I got some good trade that night, so it made up for it.
Good. Good.
Well, let's get it. I need to ask. I'm gonna jump in. How has life changed for you after Drag Race? Besides just being busy.
I'm busy, and I'm also paid. That's pretty much the biggest thing. I'm an artist who's been celebrated for quite some time before I was on Drag Race, and now I get to be celebrated by a ton more people, and it's been very wonderful. I'm so grateful to Drag Race. I'm so grateful to RuPaul, and I'm grateful to my family in Philadelphia who helped me get there, and all my family, my drag family in Boston, my drag family in Rochester, my family in Texas. I'm just grateful to all the people that helped me get to where I am.
We're grateful too. But I wanted to tell you about a fact that I figured out today. So Morphine lip synced 8 times on your season. She only lost twice. She only lost 2 lip syncs the whole season. Both of them were to you. I don't know if you knew this.
I
So
did.
does this make you the true winner of the lip sync Lollapalooza?
No. That's for people who didn't make it to the finale. So
Fair.
Facts are facts, America.
I can't be the winner of who's the biggest winner of all the. Never mind.
Because you made it to that finale.
I did.
But does that make
I
you
made
the
it to
lip
the
sync
top 2
assassin?
actually.
But does that make it you the lip sync assassin of season 16?
I think I am a lip sync assassin of season 16. I think that
I agree.
once you've won more than 2 lip syncs, you become an assassin of sorts. Especially if you beat an assassin who has sent a lot of people home. And then also, I beat the assassin who sent the actual assassin home. So I don't know. And I guess Nymphia beat me.
Not for your life. You were lip syncing for the win.
Yeah, that wasn't for my life. Actually, I've only ever lip synced for my life once. I'll just say
Right.
that.
Mm-hmm.
It was one
Yeah.
time. Every other time was for the win. Every single other time was for the win. I lip synced 4 times on Drag Race. There were 3 of them were for the win. One
See?
was for my life.
Period.
Period.
And as you know, we had the lovely Jaylene Time from Canada's Drag Race Season 5, the Miss Congeniality, here on the channel. And this is more of a statement than a question, but she asked us to deliver this to you. She mentioned that what you said on your season about going in with love and just loving on everyone. She said that when she watched that, it really changed her mentality going into her season. So we just wanted to pass on that message to you. And if you can let us know, like, how did you get to that mindset?
I have always been just a lover of people, and I have always been, there's enough people out there trying to give you drama, and I'm a Libra. I am inherently a lover of people and a lover in general. My guiding planet is Venus. I am the person who wants balance and serenity in the situation, and I want everyone to do their best so that when I beat them, they know that they lost at their best. Um, um, and so I helped everyone in the best way that I could, because there's no reason for me to be like, oh, but if they were doing their best, then maybe that wouldn't have been. I wanted to make sure that I was always there to be able to help everyone get to their what they considered like, oh, I'm feeling good about this today. And I think it's very important to make sure that when you're in this situation that you are just cultivating the energy that you want to be surrounded by. I didn't want to be surrounded by a bunch of drama. I didn't want to be surrounded by a bunch of anxiety, because I am an empath, and like that will start to rub off on me, and that's not something I
Mm-hmm.
need in my life. But also, I think it's important to just like be the change you want to see in the world. And I've seen a lot of, seasons of Drag Race. I was just like, this is boring. I want to see, people compete. I didn't watch Drag Race for the drama. If I want to see drama, I'll go watch um uh I'll go watch a housewife show, or I'll go
Right.
watch the Bad Girls
Bad
Club or
Girls
something
Club.
like
I was
that.
literally about to say Bad Girls Club.
Mhm.
Like,
Which
Yeah.
I do watch. I watch the Bad Girls Club, but we're not allowed to hit each other on Drag Race.
Right.
So we're not doing that.
Absolutely.
Like if I was
Absolutely.
preparing for something like that, then I would have, maybe if someone talked stupid to me, I would have just grabbed them across the table. But that's not what we were doing, and so I wanted to be,
Yeah.
I want to show who I am, but also who our community is. We're loving, we're caring, we're a family community, and though we don't always agree with each other or have the best, connections, or we don't always agree with each other, and we don't always have the best relationships with each other all the time, it doesn't mean that we can't still treat each other with respect, love, kindness, compassion, and just be there for each other in the meantime. Because at the end of the day, our cast is very close in many
Mhm.
ways.
Good.
I love that.
I love that. And we saw you booked, blessed, busy, and everything in between last year on the Cristal Ball. And I got the chance to see you, obviously, and it was one of the best shows, period, I have ever been
Thank
to.
you.
One
Thank
of the
you.
best experiences I have ever been to, hands down, without a question. What was that experience like, getting to go on tour all of last year, and now with your album out, available, streaming probably everywhere? What has that whole experience been like with the album and with tour and everything like that?
Well, the funny thing about the Cristal Ball tour is that last year I actually was basically touring the music before the album was out. And so, Logan, you've heard this music before because
I
you saw
have.
the tour, and lots of people are like, who came to the tour were like, "When is the music coming out? I'm ready to listen to it again. I miss it. Where is it?"
Desperately, Sapphira, I was like, I need it. It's all so good.
it's good music, and it's inspirational music, and it's something I wanted to, kind of test out and see how I felt about it. And then I watched it, and you'll hear some differences if you're the kind of person who has like
Mhm.
a photographic or auditory memory that's really crisp, then you'll be like, oh, this is different from what was at the show,
Mhm.
but I like it. And that's what you hear something live, you hear something on the radio, they're going to be different. And if you hear my music, I wanted to make sure that what you were bumping in your car, what you were bumping at the house, was something that you want to listen to over and over again. That you just want to keep dancing to, something that made you want to listen to it in the morning when you got up. It's because you wanted some inspiration for the rest of the day. Um, or something that just made you want to bump and grind. I got some good music on there for that too, like I Believe, Feel the Love. There's some stuff that's just like I love you, I love me, I love us. It's just a big love song, the whole album. And so um I'm glad that you enjoyed it. And
Absolutely.
it's been nice having people realize that it's out and go, oh, this is actually really good. And it's not, I don't feel insulted when anyone say this is actually really good. I think that like that's a complete compliment. If you, not that you didn't expect good from me, but we've heard a lot of the music that's come out of the race, with the exception of RuPaul's music, which was always
Yeah.
bops and always fire. Um, but there's been some really good musicians out there who've come out and put out some good music, and I like to consider myself one of them.
And it's not
For
Drag Race
sure.
music. It's music. And it's
It's music.
good music. It's
Oh, it's
good
not drag
music.
race music almost at all. I think with the exception of Keep It Cute, that's the only one that's kind
Mhm.
of drag racy, or even After Hours also kind of, but it's
Yeah.
like a dancey song. You could hear it from a drag race queen or anyone else.
Yeah.
And so yeah, it's not drag race music. It's just music that a drag race artist happened to put out.
Yeah.
Absolutely.
Yes.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
So we asked you to come here because we wanted to talk about Henlo Bullfrog, and so we want to get some origin stories. How did you and Henlo Bullfrog first meet?
Hello, my baby. Like one of my kids who I actually helped develop, who he was, and he had a complete idea of who Henlo was, and I just helped him. Like I remember being at I would go to his house. So Henlo and I are good friends before Henlo started drag. Um, and I think we met through one of my ex partners, and we broke up, and Henlo wasn't living too far away, and Henlo and I have become close. And I don't know. I remember. Oh, their dog died, or was
Oh.
sick, and we had
Oh.
to. And they needed to get their dog to the hospital, and so me and my other partner took our car and drove Henlo to the to the hospital, where they had to put her down, and we were there with her. We were there with Henlo, and like I think I might have held Henlo's hand and was like just there with them the whole time. And so we bonded. We got really close in that moment, and have been close friends ever since. Um, and so when I ended up losing my partner, or like when we broke up, um, Henlo was still really good friends with them, and I was kind of like, but still good friends with Henlo, and I would have therapy like down the street from Henlo's house.
Mm.
And um Henlo's name out of drag is Joy.
Yeah.
And every Friday I would have therapy and Joy.
Oh, that's so
And
sweet.
That's sweet.
yeah. And so I remember my mom being like, I love that every Friday you go to therapy and then have some joy. And that was wonderful for me. Um and during that time, Henlo was like, I'm thinking of this character. And I was like, well, I can help you. I've studied, character building. I've done character study. I've studied voice and movement for the actor. I can help you figure out. Because one of my biggest things with some drag kings is that they don't. If you're like a lot of drag queens move like women, but some drag kings don't move like men, and it's like a little bit of like a thing that you have to learn and got to get yourself into, and some of it's right, but they're like overstepping, stepping too weird, and so I wanted to sort of like help him. The look he already had, he already figured out what he wanted to do with that. But when it came to, performance, I wanted to sort of help him really round out the entire character physically. And so I would go over to his house, he would perform for me, and I would give him critiques. I would give him movement ideas, different ideas. And we did that for a little bit. And then he took off and went with it. And I was very proud of him. He's been one of the premier drag kings in Philadelphia for 5, 6 years now.
That's awesome.
Work. I love that y'all were already like chosen family before you became drag family. I
Yeah,
love that.
yeah. And I don't remember if he asked me to be his mother or if I was like, "Would you like me to be your mother?" But like, it's honestly like, who cares? We're family. We were already family. It is what it is.
Absolutely.
Totally. Um, this kind of goes along with that question, I guess, then, but in what ways have you and Henlo kind of shaped each other's drag identities?
Henlo has given me ideas. Henlo is a great illustrator and a phenomenal artist. And so I've gone to Henlo like, hey, I need to do something. What do you think? You have any ideas? Because like I'm a performer and I've gotten much better at deciding what I want to wear lately. But like as far as that goes, I don't draw things and honestly, I don't. If I had a stylist, that stylist would be very successful, would be very rich. You know what I mean? Like I would I I don't like doing it, honestly, if I'm being
I,
honest. I just don't like it. I don't like going shopping. My partners usually end up buying clothes for me, or like choosing my clothes and then I'll just buy them. Because I just am like, I don't look, I just I don't I would rather wear something like this every day. You
And
know
I
what
mean,
I
you look
mean?
great.
Thank you.
So,
I
of
got
course.
it in
But you
Puerto
always look great.
Vallarta.
period.
Um, yes, we got this in PV.
Period.
Um, and but and then as I said before, I was instrumental in helping Henlo find Henlo physically, at least, and in the performance space. Like I'm the kind of mother that goes, I don't like what you're doing. You should do this. Try this
Period.
out.
I mean, tough love. Hey, it works.
I mean, and some people are like, no, this is my art. I'm going to do what I want to do. And I was like, yeah, you can do what you want to do, but then people aren't going to book you. So what do you want? Do you want to be booked or do you want to be doing what you want to do?
Period.
Someone said that
Yeah.
all drag is valid, but not all drag is bookable. And I honestly will say that all drag is bookable in to a point. Where do you want your drag to go?
Mm.
Do you want to be booked at amateur shows your whole life? Because I know drag queens who I met at an amateur show 12 years ago who are still doing that amateur show.
Yeah.
And I mean, if that's what they want, that's fine, right? But if you want something
But it's
like
not
more
what they
than
want.
that, then
Right.
exactly.
It's not what
But
they
it's
want.
not what they
Exactly.
want.
Yeah.
But they don't want to work for getting out of that amateur show.
To get out of that.
It's work. It's
It's work.
money. It's work. It's time. It's commitment.
Yeah.
And honestly, that's not even me saying that there's anything wrong with being in an amateur show. What I'm saying is if you want more for yourself, go get it.
Yes.
Absolutely.
Absolutely.
That's all I'm saying. And for my child and my family, when they want more, they go get it. And the one thing about Mother Sapphira is that she's going to want more for you. And so she's going to tell you how to go get what you want.
Period.
Yeah.
Yes.
Well, speaking of some of the looks that you got help with, I want to go on record as saying that last year on our podcast, multiple times, I said people are talking about Nymphia and Q. I think Sapphira has one of the single best drag packages of looks we've
Period.
ever seen on the show. It's
Yep.
all-star level on a first season. So then I come to find out that Henlo has been such a crucial part of your package on Drag Race.
Exactly.
Yeah, so we wanted to talk about some of the looks that he was involved in.
So let's talk about them.
Okay, we got a slideshow.
So this look
Okay.
This look is for the Mother Goose, I believe was the category.
Yes.
Mhm.
And I forget. So this look was actually drawn by Miss Thing in Philadelphia. Miss Thing was the
Love.
actual designer of this. And Miss Thing and Sabine made the pumpkin itself. And then Joy came in. And then Henlo came in.
Or
and
Joy, either way.
Yeah, and
They've been
came-
Henlo and Joy on the show. So
Right.
Okay, cool.
Yeah. Yeah.
So and then Joy came in and made the pumpkin look like a freaking pumpkin, because it was just like an orange thing, and like the roots are like a tan. They weren't even that color at all. And so Joy, the thing about Henlo is that they have this amazing ability to make this cartoon realistic world. And then the top was made by Edith Poussard and Iris Spector, and the hair was made by Arlo, also known as John Benet Trailer Trash. And so they made these, and then
Fan?
the leaf,
Kind of
the leaf. It's
the
a leaf.
The leaf.
It's a leaf. Was made by Edith as well, and so they made this all together. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 people to make this entire look. The
Makes a village.
it is an inflatable pumpkin, and then Joy made it look like a pumpkin, and I think Joy and Iris made the stem. They did the air brushing on that as well. And so, it takes a village, and it took a village to make this. But I mean, this is epic. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
You can't just.
It
is.
This is the magic of collaboration. When one person is like, "Oh, I got this," then you get something very cool, but plain.
Right.
You haven't seen anything like this before.
Nope.
No.
No.
I
All
do
for
hope we
20
see it
seconds
again.
wearing a ball.
Though.
Right.
Yeah.
I was like, y'all couldn't have given this a little bit more screen time. Seriously.
Right.
Yeah. I was a
Right.
little. When I pulled it out, the girls looked at me and were like, "Oh shit!
Mhm.
Oh, so this is what we're doing now? Oh, this is what we're
Yeah.
doing?
Uh-huh.
Okay."
Because then
Mhm.
in the same ball,
Yes.
we get
And that they
significant
asked for
mother.
significant mothers, and I was like, I want to do Eve. Eve is the first mother. Clearly,
Yeah.
we're doing Eve. And I said, I want a naked bodysuit, and I had this hair made as well. And I was like, I want my hair down to the ground. I want a naked bodysuit, and then I want a baby, and I want a snake, and I want like I want the skeleton of the snake. And then we decided to cover the shoes in snakeskin, and use the snakeskin as like a what do you call those? The binding for the child, where you put them in the
Oh, the wrap?
No, no.
Like what you
Yeah.
Swaddling.
we
Mhm.
Yeah, the
swaddling.
swaddling.
We
Swaddling.
Yeah, we
Yeah.
swaddled the baby in the snakeskin as well, and
Ugh.
now you have this.
Oh,
And
I
so
didn't
it
notice
was the
that.
whole story is that the snake tried to get me, but what he didn't realize is that once I got smart, honey, and I was
Oh.
going to use that snake as my shoes and for my baby. You
Period.
think you got me, baby? No,
Crystallized.
I got you. And then I had crystallized.
Oh,
No, but the thing about the last one is that I had a whole story. It's like the story is Peter Pumpkin Eater had a wife and couldn't keep her. She was cheating on him.
Yep.
She was cheating on him. He put her in a pumpkin shell, and there he kept her very well. Bitch, he killed her, first of all,
First, yes.
and then stuffed her in a pumpkin. But she didn't. But I didn't die. I had pumpkinized, and now I'm a fierce pumpkin bitch ready for the runway.
I can't. This is.
Oh,
But
That's what you should have
it was
said in the little voiceover. That I wish
Oh,
you
I
would have said
did.
that.
I did. But the thing
Well, you
about it is, it was like so long, and it was just like it didn't make it because it was so quick. Everything.
I'm
I don't know
so
how they edit
mad.
things, but yeah, that's the original. My original voiceover for that was, yeah, it was kind. It was kind. Yeah.
I love that. I love that.
But everything was going so quickly, and you'll hear that. Oh, and you'll see if you look a little closely. I'm holding the tail of the snake, and it's a rattlesnake, so I'm using it and I'm rattling for my baby.
Oh yeah. Oh, I noticed that immediately. I think I mentioned it when we talked about the look too. I was like, is she rattling? Because living in Arizona, like rattlesnakes are like our thing. So I was like, rattlesnake. Okay.
That's right.
I see it.
And that the
I see the
snake was
vision.
made. The rattlesnake was made by Edith Poussard. I actually made the bodysuit myself, and then Joy painted the bodysuit.
I love it.
Okay.
I love it. I love it.
Incredible.
Sapphira, we gotta talk. I mean,
baby,
This is my
one.
favorite look of all time.
This was our, I think, one of our collective favorite looks of the entire year last year. We do a top looks of the year across all of the drag programs of 2024. This was, I think, on everyone's list somewhere on our list. Like we all had this on our list. And then come to find out that Henlo had something to do with this. We were like, oh, but of course.
Yeah.
Of course.
And
like,
so this was inspired by a Pinterest photo that I saw.
Oh, okay.
And I was like, oh, if it's gonna be flower, I want to like be the queen of the flower fairies. And so if you look closely, my eyes are actually all black. I have the half sclera's, not the full sclera's, the half sclera's in, and I have these nails made by Nirvana Noir that have like they're like leaves, but they have like dewdrops coming from them. It's all, if you look really close, it's really really cunt. And so this was made by Iris Spector, and then it was drawn by the airbrushing was by Iris and Henlo, and then the hair was by John Bonet Trailer Trash, jewelry by something black. It's black jewelry design. And I was yes, Cali Black. Is the jewelry's by Cali Black. It was one of those things that, when you think about it, you go, oh, this is going to be really fun. I think it's going to be epic. And then you actually have it on. You're like, oh, I couldn't have thought this. I couldn't have dreamed that this was going to be as epic as it was. And as you see, there are 2 petals that are missing. Because if you've seen like the Get Your Flowers promo or stuff for that, you'll see that. Let me see if I can find it. That there are actually 6 big, huge petals, or 7, including the one behind my head.
Was it too heavy to walk in?
No, there was a malfunction. So you'll see that there are the rest.
Okay. See that?
Would it not go
Yeah.
through the space that y'all had?
No, I think it would have fit. There was a malfunction when they were like putting
Oh.
it on, and we tried it several times, and it didn't work. So and one of them was working, but the other one wasn't at the time. And then I got home and was like, "This didn't work," and I was like mad about it. And then we went to go photograph it, and I've done it now twice. I also wore it for DragCon, and it worked both times. It was just that one day that
Oh,
it just didn't
of
happen. I thought
course.
we were gonna have to fix it,
Of
and nope,
course,
there was
that
nothing to
one
fix.
day.
Of course, the one day you needed to.
Yeah, the one day that I frickin' needed it to.
Yep.
Um, and RuPaul said, some people come out here with some big ass grotesque looking shit, and this is just gorgeous. It's not grotesque, it's just wonderful. And that was very I love that. That was
It's
very
so
nice
good.
to hear.
Sapphira, it's so good.
Thank you.
It's just. Now, we wanted to shout
Oh,
out as well the beautiful geode that did not make the main stage because of many reasons and many dancing situations for some reason that they decided to throw at you for makeovers for some reason. But this was a collaboration between Henlo and Pie.
and pie, yeah.
Love Pie.
And this was
But
actually Henlo's sketch. So
oh,
Henlo's complete idea, and then Henlo and Pi created it. Henlo, yeah, yeah. I love this number, and you can't even see even in this. I guess it's a still of a video, so that's why it's kind of like low quality. But because it's a still of a video, it's already stoned a little bit. It's not as stoned as it was on the show, but it is like when I turn, you can hear it go across the thing because for some reason they also stone the bottom of things, but um it is so heavy but gorgeous. When the light hits it, it's so beautiful. Oh, I'm so sad that didn't happen,
I
but
know.
these things happen, and then we move forward.
Yeah,
Mhm.
absolutely.
I love this
And
number.
and
Oh,
then
Oh,
and
baby.
then
please.
The Valkyrie, yeah.
I
Which I mean,
mean,
yeah, yeah. I love this.
just
I
This
love
was
it. Some people didn't like it. I love it. You're not gonna be able to convince
where
me not to like this.
where
I'm about to say, you can tell me there's anything wrong. This is so fabulous. I literally screamed when you walked out on. I remember vividly screaming when you
I
came out.
I remember where I was because I was at Precinct in downtown LA watching the
Hmm.
finale, and we all screamed.
That's
It was a
Hmm.
so good.
collective scream when you came out.
Collective
Like,
gay gasp.
it was
Yeah.
a collective homosexual gasp. We were all
Yeah.
just like, what the fuck is happening? It was incredible.
So
It's
good.
incredible. It's incredible.
Yeah.
Like,
Yeah. And this was another one of Joy's brainchilds. I said I need something to wear for the extravaganza. And my thing is I'll say, hey, this is what I need, and then I'll get several different ideas, and then I choose from them. And I chose this one because I just was like, I don't, I don't, I want to go out there and be epic. And this
I
is
mean, look at the
epic.
material. Correct
Hello.
choice.
Correct choice indeed.
like,
So, oh, beautiful. So
Jesse.
I just
Oh, I have one other thing.
one more. Yes.
We have one other because is it true that Henlo was a part of this viral situation and moment that happened?
Yes, and that was the one who made the skin happen. Made the skin happen. Yeah, that's crazy. Yeah,
We had to include it. He let us know that he was a part of it, so we had
yeah,
to include it.
yeah. He turned that out. He really did.
He did.
And it was better because then when I took it off, I really didn't have much makeup to take off anymore because it was all stuck to
Love
that.
that.
So
Isn't that the best? Isn't that the
mhm.
best? It's a quick little, and we're done.
Yeah.
Right. So all of this, we want to wrap this up with Henlo, talking about Henlo because we know that the connection that you two have is great and is amazing. What do you hope the world gets to know about Henlo and as a drag artist and as a human on this show?
I hope that people get to know that Henlo is a wonderful, loving creature, a person who is super talented, beyond measure, a talented musician, a talented visual artist, a talented performing artist. Just like the talents don't stop, which is one of the reasons why he is a member of the House of Crystal. Um, I also just want them to know, like drag kings are phenomenal. And I'm glad that he got on this show because, it shows he's able to show how phenomenal drag kings are and how drag kings are on the same level as drag
Yes.
queens.
Yeah.
Like it's not like we're here and they're here. We're here. We're just in different spaces.
Yeah.
And sometimes we're in the same spaces. And that's when I love it. I love being able to perform with him.
I'm so thrilled finally that we're getting televised programs where drag kings get to thrive like this. Like it's
Yeah.
about damn time that we have a show
Mhm.
like this. And the show is so good. It's such a successful show already. We're loving Henlo on the show so far. He is showing out for the House of Crystal just like you did.
Thank
Sapphira,
you. Yeah.
First round draft
very
pick on Team Lana, by the way. Henlo was
Oh
my
yeah, I
first
was
round
gonna
draft
say,
pick.
yeah, he went first in our draft. I
By
believe
by me.
as you did
Yeah, I
in
think
our
so.
draft. I was gonna say the Cristals went first, I believe.
I mean, the
Both
looks
times.
speak
So
for themselves, especially when we come out and like just present ourselves, especially for like the cast announcement. As like,
yeah.
maybe who's about to turn it out. Like,
Oh yeah.
Period.
Mhm.
Oh yeah. Sapphira, you are an icon, you are a legend, and you are the moment. And will
oh
always
wait,
be the moment.
before we end this,
Yes.
I am not only happy to see my son, but a good friend of mine,
Mhm.
um, Molasses.
Oh yes,
King
Molasses.
Molasses is also on this
Yes, yes, yes,
show.
yes, yes.
And King
Mhm.
Molasses, well, let me tell you something. He turns it
Oh
out
yes.
every
Oh no, we
time.
know. We know,
Every
we know.
time.
An
We know, we know, we
amazing
know.
live performer. I have seen King Molasses several times, and every time I am. So
Mhm.
I
Oh
just,
yeah.
you know, and I love the fact that Henlo got to play the trombone and show the musical talent that they
Oh yes, yes,
have,
yes, yes,
just
yes.
like I got to sing and show my
Yeah.
musical talent. Like if you
Mhm.
have it, flaunt it, girl. I know
Oh,
you
of
want
course, yes,
it.
yes,
You
yes.
know what I mean?
Oh, of course,
Like,
Period.
yeah. Yep, yep, yep.
Check up
Okay.
on it.
Well, now let me say, Sapphira, you are an icon. You are a legend. You are the moment. You will always be the moment. Thank you for taking time out of your eternally busy schedule to talk with us today. Thank you. Thank you. Thank
thank
you. Thank you.
you.
Of course. Thank you all for joining us for this gorgeous, lovely interview today. Subscribe, like, and share because we've got plenty of fun things on the way. If you like Sapphira, go follow her, go support her because if you weren't already, what are you doing?
What are you doing
I'm
for real?
sorry.
Well,
Go
Listen to
support
my
her.
music.
Go
Go.
stream her music because it's great. Period, point blank. I heard it before most other people. It was great then. It is great now. It's always going to be great. Subscribe, like, and share here on the way out. Go check out another video while you're at it. And with that being said, we are going to go ahead and get out of here, y'all. So, cheers.
Cheers.
bye.
Bye.